Why does God allow so much pain and suffering in life? I've heard some very deep and intellectual answers to that question, but I believe the answer is really quite simple. Pain and suffering is simply a byproduct of one of the greatest gifts that God has given His creation. Obviously, salvation being the greatest gift, but part of that is God giving us a free will, the ability to do whatever we want. You realize God did not make us like robots. He didn't make us into His puppets. He didn't make us where we have to wake up in the morning and worship Him and give Him glory. Because the fact is, if God made us that way, God wouldn't get true worship. He wouldn't receive the true glory that He deserves. In order for God to get the worship that He deserves, He has to give us the ability to reject that worship. He has to give us the ability to walk away from Him and worship false gods as they do in the Old Testament, still all over the world today. In order to have the true worship and the true love that God desires and that fellowship and communion with mankind, we have to have the ability to walk away. I love my wife to death, but the reason that I know she loves me is because she can walk away at any time, but she chooses not to. Every day she wakes up, she chooses to love me, and I do the same for her. If we're going to love God, we have to have the ability to reject Him. Much of this world rejects Him today, but it allows for those that freely choose Him to come and love Him and worship Him in all His glory. So the fact is, why do we have pain and suffering? It's very simple. Because God gives us a free will, and as mankind, we tend to make very bad choices. If you live for Him, your life's going to be much better. If you choose to reject Him, it's a choice that you have to make, but your life's not going to go too well. I hope that makes sense. I really do think it's very simple today. Hope you have a good day, and God bless.